Welcome, my friends. Welcome. All right, why isn't that working? Give me a moment here, please. We're trying to figure out the audio. Ah, goodness. You know, you're here, the audio's not on. Why isn't it on? I know why, guys.
Is it going to be a tough year? I think it's going to be a hard year.
Let's go back to the top. Discover Connecticut, a hyper-local show about Fairfield County, Connecticut. The small businesses, the 400 years of history under our feet, and the real estate market. Join as we catalog all of the amazing locations and the businesses that make it tick. This is Discover Connecticut.
What are your thoughts on 2025? You guys feeling energized? I'm feeling energized about 2025. Now, is it going to be an amazing year? Is it going to be a tough year? I think it's going to be a hard year, but it could also be an amazing year. It's going to be about who does the work. And I'll be here every day cataloging the process as part of Discover Connecticut, the Mark Pires real estate team. I'm on the screen right now, guys. My listing's on. A lot's been happening the last few weeks. It's just 15 days into 2025. And have you felt any of the energy? Do you feel like this is going to be stagnant? I don't. I'm feeling a lot of positive momentum going into 2025 and now right in 2025. People are out there looking, they're buying, deals are getting done, and I'm looking for more deals to do. So make sure you reach out to me. We're going to create a show about your experience. You don't have to be on. If you want to be on, join me. I want more people to join me, instead of not joining. What are you getting for dinner? Getting kind of hungry. I've been here at the office, doing the show, Discover Connecticut, starving. And you're just doing your thing, It's just not right. You should share some of that food. It's officially 7 o'clock here. I'm going to go and eat. Just so you guys know, this show will be live every day here from Coldwell Banker. I will be bringing other people that work with me on. I will be hopefully having clients on, interviewing people, talking about the market, understanding where we're going as we see changes. Yesterday, apparently, the 10-year went to 4.7, which is not a good thing. Anyway, guys, so officially, Coldwell Banker, 2025, you know who to reach when you need to do anything in the real estate business.
I don't know why.
Difficult time for buyers, very good time for sellers. And if you look across the board, people are getting asking price, maybe over asking price. Some of them are getting really, really high numbers. We talked about my trade last month in New Canaan, Connecticut. It is one of the richest towns in the United States, so it shouldn't be a surprise to you that a teardown went for $1.6+ million. But that's what we're looking at. We're dealing with a different market, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. I think this is what we should expect for the near future. The rates are going to continue to remain high, but people need homes. That's the most important detail. Yeah, there's going to be people who stay on the sideline, but in general, people need homes. This is Coldwell Banker, Fairfield, Connecticut. Do you have any questions about the real estate market? Are you thinking about buying, thinking about selling? Are you wondering what the process is like, what the fees are, how to deal with a low inventory market? Ask me anything. I'm happy to answer for you. In fact, I'd like for you to consider asking any questions you ever have real estate related to me to handle on this show. You may have seen me around. I've been doing this for a very long time now, showing up on a daily basis to provide you guys with information, to keep you entertained. It's very important for you to understand. I excel in this business because I love selling real estate, and I find creative ways to sell real estate. You can only do that if you love what you do. So I am in a place in my life where I'm doing what I love. It's fantastic. And I get to make videos and movies about what I do. So this is awesome. What I want you to understand is I will continue to do so going forward. I'm happy to help you with any questions you have in this market to navigate this process of either buying or selling. And all I could ask is keep me in mind for your friends and family that are going to decide to do the same thing at some time in the future. A social media based, hyper-local show, Discover Connecticut, right here, Fairfield, Connecticut, New Canaan, Greenwich, Darien, Westport, Norwalk, Stamford, Reading, Easton, Weston, We're hitting it all. We're going all the way up the line. So we start here and then we just expand. This is officially the Discover Connecticut team. I will be building out this team here at Coldwell Banker. So if you are in the real estate business and you want to do something unique, you want to be a part of a team that's thinking into the future, reach out to me. You want to be a part of something exciting? Every day we're filming. So if you want to be a part of the show, you want to be on the show, if you want to somehow build your business by creating content here with the Discover Connecticut machine, reach out to me. My information is right here, bottom of the screen. All you got to do is call or send me an email. I think this is what it says there. It's easy to find my phone number, guys. Just go online and I'm a realtor. Okay? Mark, I want to buy or sell. I got you, you know? So anyway, that's all I got for you today, guys. I do want you to understand, going forward, I'll probably be here every single day putting on this show here around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So please do me a favor. Make sure you put it in your calendar that there's going to be a show. We're going to be doing it. I'm going to start bringing people into the office here, conversations, interviews, talking about the market, talking with other agents about their perspective on the market. This is a time for us all to be shining a light on what we do. And if we do it at a high level, then you get a chance to see it. If you're trying to figure out who do I want to work with going forward, this is your chance to see it. So it's a pleasure showing up here for you guys every day and doing this. I'll just be filming different locations, showing off the locales, showing off the businesses, the 400 years of history under our feet. Connecticut is an amazing place. And if you're looking to explore it, I have a ton of that content already on Discover Connecticut. Make sure you subscribe so you're a part of everything that goes on in the future. And I guess until then, we're probably done. I mean, I don't know. We're here. We're doing it. In the process. Coldwell Banker, the clock is ticking, guys. The clock is ticking. It's almost 7 o'clock. I'm the last one here. I'm always wrapping it up. Okay, guys? It's the best time to be here. You can think, make some phone calls, get your searches done for the following day and set up your appointments, and then shoot an episode of Discover Connecticut. So, any questions? I'm looking for questions. Outside of that, this is Mark Pires, your realtor, Discover Connecticut, Coldwell Banker.
Thank you for watching. Please turn on all notifications, hit the like and share, and we'll see you on the very next episode of Discover Connecticut. So there was a touch of a delay there, but Discover Connecticut, a hyper-local show about Fairfield County, Connecticut, the small businesses, the 400 years of history under our feet, and the real estate market. Okay, join as we catalog. All right, there we go. Now we're live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's officially the newest episode of Discover Connecticut, which will be premiering on Monday. I hope you'll come back to watch it without the delay. It's much better. And I hope you like the 2-camera concept. It's my first run doing that, so I didn't get the camera set to the same lighting. And camera A, which is what we have in front of us here, was a little too washed out. This camera B over here was like perfect. It was absolutely perfect. So I think what I have to do is work out the kinks next episode. Are you not hearing me? Are you not hearing me? What are we doing over here? I hope you're hearing me. So episode 2 of Discover Connecticut. I'm going to freaking cover up that stupid chair. It will be a lot better. I'm going to have the camera set to, hopefully to the same white balance. Is it now you guys can't hear me? Like, what are we doing over here? Chicken fried rice. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to hear that. I don't know what's going on over here. Volume where? I don't know how to turn that volume up. Let me see. We can hear you now. Okay. What is the, I mean, I'm very confused as to what's going on if you guys don't hear me.
And I don't know how I can make more volume because on the screen it looks like it's perfect volume. So let me just check and see what the hell we got going on over here. Hello, hello. Maybe this. Does this make it louder if I go this way? Let's see what happens if I just talk louder. At this moment, you should be able to hear me a little better because I'm talking louder now. And we're going louder on the Roadcaster. Apparently, that is going to be the way we do it tonight. We're just moving it up the line. 1-2 Magooing it. There it is. Is that better? Chicken fried rice. You guys know you like... See, now I'm freaking peeking. You guys are messing me all up here. Goodness. Now it's just like totally whacked out. Jose, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I know it sounds better when I talk low, but when I talk louder, when I sing, it's a wrap. That thing's going to go... So we got to bring her down. We got to bring her back to like 6, 5. I'll go to 5. I think that should be more than probably it should be. There we go. All right. How's that? Are we good, everybody? So thank you guys for watching that. I do appreciate it. There have been many awesome episodes of this show, Discover Connecticut, and it started with something that I've never really, I don't know if you've ever seen before, but I did a show called Get to Know America, and that's how Discover Connecticut started. And the concept of Get to Know America was long form of Discover Connecticut. And so I think it would be interesting because this show started with the Discover Connecticut episode to play you an episode of how this origin took place. You know, where does this concept come from of going hyper local and creating a show about these communities? And it started with Get to Know America in 2020. I did this right as the pandemic was happening. We weren't allowed to go out there and be a part of society, so I went and started filming these towns and created these really in-depth looks at each of these towns. I did their 22 to 27 minutes long. A couple were a little less, but they were really interesting because they delved into the entire town, multiple businesses, and it was an older way of me doing this. Like there's no B-roll. I'm just like walking around the cameras with me, following me into places just like we do when Discover Connecticut started. This new concept that we're on right now, which is to have multiple cameras, and for these cameras to provide you with a color, with just a more animation and drama than we get out of the current setup, which is just one camera in front of me all the time. Now, the interesting thing about all this is that I am all alone shooting this, so it's very interesting to be navigating and trying to work 2 cameras into the mix and not have it look like crap, you know? It's a lot of moving parts. In a perfect world, what I'm trying to do here, get some steam, and then I can hire some people to man these cameras, you know? And then it's like, okay, we got something really cool going on. I could have people zooming in and out while I'm doing what I do. Like, that would be the ideal if I didn't have to worry about any of the technical side of these 2 things and I could just perform. It's actually interesting. I spend more time setting up the cameras, breaking down the cameras, than I do making the content. The content's very quick. I can do it very quick. So I think I watching the piece I just played for you, camera B, which was the one that was faced dead on, which was softer. Again, the other one was just washed out somewhat. This is our camera in front of us. That one was washed out. But I really liked this camera over here. I don't know, there's something about it. It's just really cinema-esque. It looks exactly like you'd see in a movie. And that's what I want for this show. I don't want to have like crappy, weird content that's like cheesy and it's like shock and awe. This is like real cinematic quality travel show type of stuff. And so I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are excited about it. I think the more I get into the editing side of things, it's just going to get better and better. There was actually a piece I didn't notice this, but there's a moment I think it's at the end, where it speeds up, and I don't remember seeing it, or was it at the beginning? Let me just quickly watch this. I want to see what it looks like. Give me a second.
Amazing locations and the businesses that make it tick. This is Discover Connecticut.
Right here. Oh, it went so fast. So that's still not working out correct. That's not the way I want it. It's supposed to go smooth. Um, yeah, checked off. You were absolutely right. Everything I do is solo. I don't have assistants. And so that's what all this is going to change this year. So we're going to have a lot of different things. I want to start a team at Coldwell Banker called the Discover Connecticut team. And it's going to start here local. And hopefully what we do with the show Discover Connecticut is we start receiving leads from people in Connecticut or who want to move to Connecticut who want to work with the show. And then I'll have team members who are benefiting from that because then they can go and get new business that they can tag to the actual program that I'm creating on a daily and they're a part of. Because the people that are on my team will be a part of the show. When I'm filming, we're going to start filming them in there as well. We're going to, the banter live, the whole thing will be live. And at that point, once we can get to a point where we have a team and we have meetings on a daily basis that you guys could be a part of, then I get someone to edit for me because I can't do that anymore. So this is where I need your assistance. Please continue to keep me in mind when anyone needs to buy or sell real estate. This is my 17th year selling real estate. And all of those years I've done unique, something different in order to differentiate myself from everybody else in the market. I started as the youngest guy in the town, so I wore a suit every day. Nobody else wore a suit in my town, so I wore one every day. And I was a 28-year-old guy, to 28 to 33. I was wearing a suit every day. I wore a suit every day for about 9, 10 years. And so I'm there at 33, and I came up with the idea for the drone. That was in 2013, I believe, and or 30, whatever I was. But 2013, came up with the drone, all over the news that year. Everybody else bought a drone. Doesn't matter if you don't have an eye, your pictures are crap. And people with an eye then got a great idea to go buy drones, and I gave them that idea. That's great. Whatever. Point is, separate yourself always and every time. Do something unique. So we move forward, and Get to Know America didn't take off because I don't know if people can handle 22 to 27 minutes. They should. It's freaking cool, but I don't think they can. And from there, we move our way through to this new concept of, selling real estate, Get to Know America, and Discover Connecticut becoming the ultimate, which is to me more of a brandable piece locally. Obviously, Get to Know America would be an awesome thing to have taken off, and maybe it still could because I have 5 or 6 episodes of it. But it was cool for me because I met the town first selectmen, like all this stuff for each of the towns, and I feel like that is one of the coolest details about these episodes is it wasn't just me, it was me leaning into the towns and getting other people to be a part of it. And I want to get back to that essence with what we're doing now. Not going to just be market reports in a daily. I have to start running into people and get that content together. I actually didn't have my mics for this, which really bothered me. But I had a client to close on a property this week, and they allowed me to film them pulling up to the house, going into the house for the first time, and then a little chat, talked about their experience and why they wanted to buy a house, and it was for their son and for the reasons. And I built a beat seat for them, and so all of this is on film. And then I put this little lockbox up for them, and so I filmed that. The whole thing I filmed like the whole time I was there. It was pretty interesting. And then I did a little piece saying, this is what's going on if you want to be a part of the show and buy a house like the Keiths, and like the whole thing was pretty awesome. And so I can't wait to edit that. That's my next piece. You just saw what I'm going to be dropping on Monday, but now I have to start working on that for my clients that just purchased. I'm so happy for them. Nothing makes me happier than seeing everyone living on top of the world, even if it's just for that day. It's their house. They just closed on that property, and it's a very exciting thing when you get something new. And to be a part of that and be the catalyst in that, is there always for my clients is a huge part of my business. And that's the thing I want to start doing is getting more either interviews or conversations. Maybe I'll ask if my clients will speak to me on the phone, previous clients, and have a conversation and do that on air and get their perspective on what they enjoyed, when they worked with me, what they think I could work on in order to be a better agent, anything like that. And
The most important thing is growth. You want to continue to grow. You don't ever want to stay, stagnant and say, I have it all figured out. I don't. Yeah, I came up with the drone. Yeah, I did a thing called Matterport, which is a 3D camera. I was the first agent in the Northeast to buy that. And they didn't give me any press for it because they gave me all the press for the drone. And they were like, we can't have a same agent featured twice. I was like, are you kidding me? I spent a lot of money on that thing and I didn't get any press. 9 months later, a company called Houlihan in my area, they bought that camera. They were all over the news. And I was like, I went to Coldwell Banker, who I'm with now, but at the time they were different leadership. And I was like, you guys are idiots. I was like, you had the opportunity. Fine, you don't want to give me the credit. You could have said, Coldwell Banker is the first to use the 3D camera Matterport. It's one of our agents. But instead, you didn't want to give me the credit. And so now you have another firm who's getting all that credit and getting business now. And you guys are morons. So I was like, what kind of freaking business are you running here? We don't want one agent to get too much credit. Well, then tell the other agents to be creative. And that's the problem is a lot of people don't understand what creativity is. They only do what they're told. They read in a pamphlet how things are done. And they can never get things done. They can never really get things done because that's what's expected. What they're doing is what's expected on the other side. You got to do something unique. I think it's interesting. Most times when I have a buyer, they want to buy a property and they go at this whole idea of, well, tell them what's wrong with the property. I want to get it at this price. So tell them all the things that are wrong with the property. And I'm like, you don't understand anything about sales. It's not about beating somebody up when you're giving them a low number. You don't give someone a low number and then kick them in the gut at the same time. You give them a low number and you say, we love your house. My clients are absolutely in love with it. They want to be there. They see their family growing in this house, but this is all they can afford. This is what they have to invest in this property, but they really are hoping you'll consider this because this is what we can do. Now, what's better? That or, our offer's this because your windows need to be replaced and, the kitchen, bathrooms are dirty, like you go in there and you make them understand that you're buying this property because you love this property. It's the value that you're seeing because that's what you could afford. Now, the one thing you should also remember as a buyer, this is very important information. When you go see a house and it's listed at any number. Now, we're in a weird market right now because in this market right now, the numbers are totally out of whack. But in a normal market, when you go look at a property and you see that property, say it's a $400,000 property. Say it's $1 million property. Easy to do the math. It's $1 million property, and you see this property, you're like, wow, that's interesting. But it needs a new kitchen, and it needs a bathroom. Now, remember, these are properties in this town that are going for $1.5 million, for $2 million, or $3 or $4 or $5 million. This is a very expensive town, so $1 million property, but it needs stuff. Now, you go in there and say, well, I got to do the kitchen, and I got to do the bathroom, and I got to do. That is why the house is listed at $1 million. That's why you're seeing it under market value. The newer homes are $1.5 million, $2 million, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7. So when you see something that is priced at a number and it's not what you would see a new construction at, it's because all of the things that you're about to complain about have been considered when they came to the number that they listed at. It's very important information because this whole concept of people going in, and I've seen it for 17 years, and I always have to course correct people, that you can't go in and say, well, I have to do the kitchen, and I have to do the bath, and that's why it's priced where it is, because they know that you have to do the kitchen, you have to do the bath, you have to paint, you have to do the tile, and you have to go out and do some landscaping. That's why it's priced where it is. And so maybe you get some off, maybe you don't, but you have to remember, most things are priced accordingly. In the real estate business, it's priced accordingly. And the reason why this is absolutely true, we know that 1,000% it's priced accordingly, is because, and this is crazy, a market will always be a market. If you put something on for $50, it will sell for whatever a market is going to sell for. Because one person's going to see it and they're going to say, I got it for 50. They put their bid in. And then someone says, well, geez, I'd pay 60 for that. Now they're at 60, 70, 80. 3 more people come in. They're like, geez, this is only $80. It's a $20,000 piece of whatever. All of a sudden you got 4 or 5 people fighting. It's a weird thing. The way human nature is. So we want to win. Nobody likes to lose. Nobody likes to lose.
So, deep thoughts, Jack Handy style, you know? So, I really enjoy the process. I enjoy getting out there and seeing the properties with my clients, letting them know what's good, what's bad. My favorite thing was actually, now that I'm recalling, is my client Molly. She's like, we for I think it was 5 days, maybe 6 days. We went and saw the whole market. You know, and they loved some things, and I was just, look, I'm brutally honest when it comes to looking at properties for my clients because I want them to make the right decisions always. So I provide them with all the information without scaring them. And sometimes my clients will like something that I see an issue with, and I'm like, look, let's keep looking because I think we're going to see something that has less to be concerned about in the future. And so that's usually what happens. We'll continue looking, and then they may come back to it if they don't see anything better, but most times we're going to see something better. And so we had a few we almost, jumped on, and I kind of said, "Hey, let's keep going. You guys got time? Let's go see these five more. We already have them scheduled. Like we almost got this one property, but the neighbor was a little sketch. Like it just like the fence wasn't all done yet. We actually talked to him after. He was a sweet kid, and he was like, "Yeah, we're finishing the fence. It's the materials on the way." So like, but in general, it was like there was a lot of that house was like a there's like a modular home. Like there's a few things that you start looking at it and you're like, wait a second, do I really want to be on a street with modular homes? It seems like there could be issues with modular homes in the years 20, 30 years down the line. At least that's the theory, but it may not be true at all. Maybe they're fantastic. All I'm saying is that we did not buy a couple of the houses and landed on the best house. And I have it all on film. I can't wait to cut it. It's gonna be very excited. I'm very excited. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a lot more like this. Mark, sell me land. Where, Jose? I'll sell you land wherever you want. I just don't know. There's not a lot of land out there right now. I got a call from somebody the other day, and then the guy hasn't gotten back to me yet. And I'm like, you got a piece of land? Let's get that thing on the market. There's a time in history to be a seller, and this is it. We had Callie the other day came in some freaking like 20 minutes away from me and lives in the same town as me right now. I was like, what? This is crazy. One of these days, maybe we'll have Callie on the show. Maybe we'll have Callie on the show. So, what are your thoughts on what in the freaking hell was that? Did you hear that? I think you must have. That was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. Hey, homie, how are you? You stream so well. I do use streaming, but a lot affiliated. I can't read all that right now. It's hard, buddy. But Varid, good to see you, buddy, over on Kick. Spread the word, bud. I'm here like a lot of times, many days in a row. And we do a lot of stuff. Music and comedy and shows about the town and shows about life. It's like a reality TV type of vibe, except it's not a bunch of crappy people that are just like faking. Like I don't have a script, so what you get is what you see. What you see is whatever the freaking heck it is, Drowow, where Jose, Dominican Republic? No. Denver region? It was an ad? Oh, maybe. Oh, shoot. You know what it is? I know what it is. You're right. That. Let's shut this off. I think that's what it is. We're going to shut the audio off coming from here because it's probably came through one of the. Either that or somebody like sometimes I set this thing up for a tip bot thing. So if someone is nice enough to actually donate to this show, you'll hear something, but it's never worked before. I just don't know if that was it. Let me see. I'm going to just check my phone because usually that tells me if someone was generous and nice enough to do something like that. But of course, I can't even get my phone to pull up email at the moment. Anyway, guys, you're awesome. It is a very late night, of course, 12:30. But remember, Monday I'm going to have a new episode of Discover Connecticut. I may tomorrow read a little from the 1775 Bible. It is a Sunday, and it seems to be the one thing that people do watch that I put out. My songs, the music, the comedy, all that stuff, they don't really watch. But when I do a 1775 Bible piece, like 700 views, 1,000 views, one of them had like 6,000 views. I was looking at it, I was like, geez, what? 6,000 views for a piece of content I put out? Oh, it's 1775 Bible content. Not anything creative that you came up with in the moment, Mark. We won't appreciate that until you're dead. That's the reality, right? Van Gogh. I'm not chopping off my ear, but I'm just saying, maybe this one or that one. I'm not sure which one you think I should get rid of. I would never do that, guys. That chair, though. That's the best part of the scenery tonight. Yeah, I'm not sure what the freaking heck that was. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with an ad. Just like S. Coop said. Something in the background. See, Jose likes the Bible content. I'm going to do it, Jose. What should I read, though? Somebody give me some verses to read. I want to verse it. I need somebody give me some verses. Old school stuff is awesome, Jose. You're right. Like, I found a bunch of old, like, you want to see something cool? Get me a man over here. So, we're talking about old stuff. That's cool. When I was a kid, I used to love cards, baseball cards. I was a huge Don Mattingly fan, huge Michael Jordan fan. And 1 Corinthians 13. Thank you, my friend. I'm going to write that down. What was the other one? Keep those coming. You could send me an email with that stuff too, guys. You could do it mark.pires@cbrealty.com. So I was a huge fan of Michael Jordan, okay, he's one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But what was kind of cool about this is my brother and I used to go to this thing called the East Coast National. And at the East Coast National, we would try to see if we can collect some of our favorite cards. And I was always on the lookout for a 1986 Michael Jordan, which is like the hardest card to get. So once I got the Michael Jordan 1986 Fleer card, I wound up getting the whole set. Now, the whole set minus Michael Jordan, because I sold it when I was in high school to somebody. But Chris Mullin and Karl Malone. And this is the whole 1986. Mostly. It's like I'm missing 2 cards, I think, at this point. Like I don't know what I did with Dr. J, but Patrick Ewing, I got them all. They're all right here. It's kind of cool. Dominique Wilkins, his rookie card. And then one of my favorite basketball players of all time, Mr. Manute Bol. Man, right? Manute Bol is the man. But the craziest thing about this is when I say I have the whole set, like, guys, I'm not joking. Look, this is all of the 1986-87 Fleer, and this is just, to me, it was like the coolest set in the world. And I got all of the players inside this freaking tin over here, and I just found it the other day, and I was like, this is pretty sweet. I mean, these are all 1986 Fleer cards, and they're all in sleeves, because I, at one point, thought that would be the probably smartest thing to do, and I'm glad I did it. But and they're not all in perfect condition at all. I mean, I just literally went to that place and I would just buy all the cards one by one until I got this set. And I think I wound up getting there, and then I sold the Michael Jordan, and then one day I took out the Dr. J, and I don't know what I did with it. I can't find it now. Spud Webb, one of the coolest cards ever. Look at that. That dude is 5'3" or 5'7". Spud Webb, 5'7". I don't know if you can see it over there. Look at that dude. Spud. Hold on, let me get out of the way so it doesn't grab it. Look at Spud Webb. There he is. 5'7", killing it, Gerald Wilkins, another awesome card from that year. Let me put him on the picture. And there was Larry Nance. If I could find that, that was one of my favorite cards ever. The way he jumped looked like Jordan in the air. I don't know where it is. Anyway, guys, pretty cool. I just wanted to show you that real quick, that I found my old 1986, 87 Fleer goodness, you know? And I don't know what they're worth these days. I actually missed the market on it. I think a few years back, they had that movie called The Last Dance. And yeah, I can't find Dr. J, Jose. Can you believe it? He'll turn up. And I got a Frank Robinson rookie card too. That's one of my gems. It's like my favorite card. I got that in Pennsylvania when I was like maybe 9 years old, 10 years old. My father and my mother brought us through Lancaster, and we're going to like all of the Amish places. They have like lots of antique shops. My mother used to love going to the antique shops, and I'd go there to look for cards. And I go there, and I remember he had a Mickey Mantle and they had a Frank Robinson, but the Mickey Mantle was like $85, and the Frank Robinson was $30. And so I was like, I was looking at it. I knew I couldn't get the Mantle. It's like $85 was like a lot of money in 1987, 88. And so I was like, can I get the Frank Robinson? And it was beautiful. You want to see it? So I go into a shop and I'm looking around and I see this. This is like, let's bring this close to the screen. 1957, Frank Robinson in pretty much beautiful condition. At one point, I dropped something on it and there's like a little bit of a nick in the card somewhere, which pisses me off. But it's pretty freaking gorgeous. I'm thinking about sending it in for grading. I've never done that before, but I was like, that one should be graded. And then my favorite player of all time, I told you guys I was a Donnie baseball fan. Don Mattingly, my boy. He should be in the Hall, you know. It's a shame they didn't put the greatest first baseman that I've ever seen in my life in the Hall, you know. But sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes the bar eats you. Goodness, you know. So, guys, I appreciate you. Frank Robbie, I think you're right. I should probably put it on the market, especially if I could get that to grade like a 7 or higher. I think that would be, I mean, to me, corners are pretty solid. It wouldn't grade, there's no way it'd be a 10 because it's definitely not a 10, but the bottom's a little off on the, if it was just centered a little bit lower, it would be like a totally mint. Yeah, it's a little off center, but to the top, to the bottom. But still pretty solid. You know, look how close that is to being perfect. You see the bottom's got a little bit too much white. If it was a little higher on the top with that white, we'd be perfect because the sides are mint. That's like a pretty sick. Ah, goodness. So, guys, I guess that's what we got here. 12:38. I hope you guys are doing awesome. We had a pretty clean stream tonight, I have to say. Right? Should I play you guys one song? Let me put one song on, okay? Because we can. That's why. Let's see what we got. You know, I'm just digging on this because I thought I was off the air. I'd gotten booted off the air about 4 days in a row. This is the day before Thanksgiving. And I just had it, you know. So I pushed record and I sang what you're about to hear. I didn't cut anything out here. So this is just like what I did. And then I brought one little piece back that I talked about, you know, how these people make all these decisions in a back room with zero creativity. I said, with their black ties on, they just give you the agenda they want. It's like friggin' nuts. So the lyrics are at the bottom of the screen. I really hope you'll read along and enjoy this. And remember, these are all moments. everything you watch here. This is the moment taking place always. And this right here is welcome to my show.
You blow, you drop the show every night. And no, we're trying to get into the jam, and you just destroy it. You do, you take away my bandwidth. You do, I can't get through. It's what I'll try to do, yeah, but I won't know, 'cause you got all the power, yes you do. I'm all alone, and you're thankful you are, you do beautiful. The depth of many creative folk you've been on the last few years. Oh, you too, I got a message for you. You can't create a thing, no, you just kill those that are doing what you need to fill your void. You got a bunch of people in the back room, can't create a thing, telling you what you should see. It's just funny, really. They don't have a creative bone. They decide what you can see, what you should see, yeah. The black ties on. They just drop the gender they want on you. You'll never see me again, no. It's their plan. It's how they stand in this moment. Yeah, they got to own it. They keep our name, the game changers. Yeah, welcome to the real world. I'm here every day. I won't stop. No, you can't stop my show, but I'm recording now, so this moment will go through time. Yeah, I won't let your lies get the most of me. No, I'm gonna roll through the wild raging waters. I'm gonna fly against the wind. I'm gonna make it through anything you put in front of me. I won't stop now. You can go. You can get the best of me, no. Your hatred of me, it is acknowledged. I don't care. I'm going to share the love and light. The moment has the black ties on. They just drop the gender they want on you. You'll never see me again, no. No matter how many souls you'll let see, they want to keep us apart. Yeah, they don't want you to find the 432 hertz connection. You can get to it. Yeah, I write everything here in the moment. I won't stop, no. So welcome to my show. You can subscribe if you want. You'll still never see me. They won't share. Do they care? No. But I keep showing up so they can blow their brains out first before I quit. 'Cause I want. So who'll be here with me tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day? I'm gonna play a song. Will you be here when I do? Probably not. You don't even know who I am after 5 years in a row. Where's fucking Guinness Book of World Records anyway? been here every day since 2018. It's so crazy to even say it, and no one even knew it. Oh, oh. Welcome to my show. Hope to see you tomorrow. Oh.
Sometimes you gotta freaking play the beat seat when you're rocking on a tune like that, you know? I like the little thing at the end. I'll tell you what, guys. This right now, this last couple weeks, maybe the last couple months, this year specifically, I'm like a drummer now. I'm a drummer now. That's what I'm thinking, you know? I used to say, and then I say, I'm a beat seat player. I play the beat seat. I rock the beat seat. And now, I'm freaking rocking the beat seat, guys. What you say, you do. And if you're like, I'm not a, then you're not a. All right? I mean, it just sounds awesome, too, by the way. I smack this thing, and it's just like, dang! Glenn, my brother! Good to see ya. Let's see, where's the beat seat? Sometimes you'll need to get the beat seat on there. Why is it not? Hold on a minute. It's not right. Yeah, hold on a minute. Oh, that's why. We've got to go over here first, mate. Oops. It is slow. Yes, can we please go backwards? Glenn Raymond, my brother! I keep freaking hitting the wrong thing with my stupid finger. Sometimes when you got a dumb finger, you know. We're going to just do it like this. Come on, fix it up. Where'd he go? I was there. We're going to do that. Then we're going to smooth it out like that. All right, so what I wanted to just show you is the beat seat. We're here outside by the rivers. Glenn, my brother. Guys, you need a freaking beat seat, you know? Everyone needs a beat seat. Glenn, my brother. I saw today, right before the show, trying to freaking get on, because life is crazy, isn't it? But I saw Glenn starting a podcast. Glenn, when are we going to have you on the show to talk about your podcast, A? And B, when are you going to have me on your podcast? We chat it out. Mark, can you do an impression of? Sure, let's freaking do it. You know, you have to ask, you know. Like, example. Anybody, give me an impression you want to hear. Just doing it right now in the moment. Magoo style. Anybody have a good one? There we go. And we're back. So, guys, officially remember this is the night when we're all doing it. You know, not in that way, just like we're having a good time. Monday, Get to Know America is over. Discover Connecticut, though. We are live with more crazy content. You saw it at the intro. Yes. Oh, Glenn, that would be awesome. Glenn said, Mark, in February, I want you to come perform live at our show and you could stream. You killing it in front of a live audience. That would be pretty amazing. I want to start playing in front of people, guys. I need a talent manager. I need an agent of some sort who's like booking gigs for me. Because I think I'm pretty sure with the songs I've written, or even just writing songs in front of people or playing some cover songs, I'm pretty sure like it's entertaining in some manner that I've been alone in a room for 6 years playing music every day and tearing it up on that guitar and kicking the freaking hell out of that drum I invented. And I feel like that could actually turn into something pretty big, especially people who like blues music and like really, really passionate music. But anyway, I think, I haven't been able to transition. I'm transitioning from here into the outside playing for people thing, It's time to transition, guys. I talked to my doctor about it. I said, what do you think, doc? They said, insurance is going to cover it. And when they said that, they're on board. What's that, Sabrask? Guys, you don't want to pay out of pocket for the transition. I get it. You want it to be paid for by the American dollar. People, all right, guys, I'm getting tired, though, of your shit. You're here. You're not bringing it. You're just kind of like sitting there on the recliner right now. I'm here. I got a beat seat. Magic freaking Johnson is right here. I got the whole freaking. Yeah. You want a Michael Cooper? I'll take Michael Cooper out of there. Coop. S. Coop. Michael Cooper, your cousin. He was there rocking out. Lakers. Dream team, for the NBA, that is. They won a lot of championships, but not the big one. The big game, It's because their center had syphilis that evening. He was banging it out. Some hooker, What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Guys, I'm going to get some sleep after I do some editing of the new clip, which is my client buying a property, which I'm excited about. It's going to be a part of... I want to start doing like house hunters. Glenn, we discussed briefly, Glenn's going to, at some point, going to be buying a house. Glenn, we're filming the whole fucking thing. Multiple camera shoot. We're here. I'm there. We're together. We're doing it. You know what I mean? And like we're having a good time together and filming it, making comedy we search and look at crap homes and good homes and make fun of the crap homes and even fun of the good homes. They put a bidet. Give me a minute. And like you're doing it, and then we have that on film. Oh goodness, Sage Pup. Many of us have been here alone, but with an amazing Pires family. That's so cool, bud. I appreciate that. And we do need to connect. That's the most important thing. So remember, this show has been and will hopefully continue to be here with something, whether it's a real estate piece or showing up here to play some music. And just to remind you that it's easy to give up. And I'm the one thing that that's saying to you that you can decide not to and just can do it. It doesn't matter what the hell the outcome is or what people think of you. You just go and do what your heart tells you is right. And maybe you break through the wall, maybe not, but you're still doing what's right for you and for the world. You hiding and sitting in a room and not being creative, that's not what I should be hearing. Mark, you should just go to sleep at night. No, fuck that, dude. I'd rather come here and get less sleep, but write a piece of music. Come here and just kind of do something in this moment. Yeah, sleeping would be nice. But, we just have a heck of a lot of fun here. And I got to catch up on so much. Batmark versus Supermark, the director's cut is going to be out next month. Okay, Glenn, maybe we could talk about that if we do a podcast. I'm putting out my first feature film was Batmark versus Supermark. The director's cut will be ready. I have to finish all the voiceover stuff, so I may do that tonight. And forego the get to know or the Discover Connecticut stuff. So I've done so much of that the last week and just focus in on getting Supermark done. I got to put the Dick Face stuff in. I got to put all the characters in. Alfred, Master Bruce. I got to work on my English. What am I going to do for an English character?
Jeremy Irons, Master Bruce, Master Bruce, Master Bruce, Master Bruce, Master Bruce. Alfred. Alfred, which one are we doing, Alfred? I got the freaking Batmark outfit over there. That's mental. I don't know. I'm never going to do that again, but it was crazy. It's funny. That's my first film, but I think it's my best film. Just all the improv in there is crazy. You know, Bruce Mark Wayne, whatever the hell my name was in the movie. In the moment, we do a lot of crazy stuff. Pity McGee. You guys remember him? Batmark had to put him in his place with his stinky armpits. By Menon. We had to send him some extra. Lifetime supply for that stinky bag of poop. He's the star of the show. I gotta give him a voice. He's gonna sound like Joanne. Maybe he's gonna be a Weezer like Joanne. Excuse me, your armpits. You're stinking it up. Oh, goodness, guys. If you haven't seen the original Batmark vs. Supermarket, it is on my channel. All the 10 feature films are. You can watch them at any time, and they're goofy as hell, but remember, I improvised them live in the moment. There was no script. Everything I said and did was improv comedy. Whether it's comedy or not, it's my comedy. It's what I think. I used to like the Adam Sandler shit I used to like as a kid. Jim Carrey type of stuff I used to love as a kid. As one. You know what I mean? And like Robin Williams. That's basically what my show has been for the last 6 years. And when I've done my movies and all my comedy shows or my improvs, it's Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, and I guess that's basically it. Robin Williams and Jim Carrey, you know, and Charlie Day. That's it, right? When I start getting loud, it's Charlie Day. Robin Williams is I can go do an hour and a half movie on one thing I said, like BB Poo Poo. I made a full feature film, crypto film, based on a fake coin I made up called BB Poo Poo. And there's a lot of funny parts of that movie. It's a lot of shit too. Like I want to go back and edit that next. That was my third film, so I got to go in order. Batmark for Supermark, Three's Company, The Breakup Artist, then Crypto, and then we do whatever the hell was next after that. I just a lot of stupid stuff, man. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't. It was also entertainment during a time where we were being, secluded in our homes, and you guys missed it all, but it's there. So I hope you go and watch it. At least tell me the stuff you like and what I should go back and edit first. We also still have to do the Shands movie. I mean, Grimm. Grimm's like now a thing of the past. I should put that out before people are like, what the hell's Grimm? I don't remember that. Adriel O'Neill, Barella in the house, E.T. is here, good to see you. Jose Lavoy, my friend, if you really want to buy a piece of land, my friend, send me a message. Guys, my info, just so you know, if you ever want to send me an email and just say, hey Mark, what's going down? If I could find it, it looks like it's not there. Hold on, I'm on it. I don't know what the hell that. Now I can't find it. That's great. Oh, no, that's Twitter, which is not Twitter anymore. Anyway, I was going to try to put my info on the screen so you saw it, and now I did, so you can see it. If you want to email me, that's the way to do it. Leisure number supper. S-Coop, thank you so much for letting everybody know how to support this program by liking and commenting. Go to beatseat.rocks, pick up a beat seat. And tomorrow, we'll be back. We are at 59 minutes, and you know how YouTube's a bunch of chooches. So tomorrow, we'll be back here. So make sure you hit the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Until then... I hope you have a good night. What's that, Joanne? Guys, I don't know what to tell you. And then she just crapped her pants. That's on you, Joanne. That's on you. See you tomorrow.